Hey YouTube, how are we doing? Welcome to the other episode, and yeah, today I'm just giving you the difference between break of structure and change of character. So break of structure, we're starting with break of structure. So break of structure is actually is formed in a continuation, and then a change of character is formed in a break of continuation. So this is their main differences. So for example, here you're having a bullish we've got a bullish trend, which is just a series of order flows, continuation to the upside. Therefore now, when you come and approach the market in this form, this is what you expect. This is your low, this is your lower high. Matter of fact, we're gonna do this. We'll do this. So this is your low, this is your lower high, this is your lower low. Your higher high, this is your lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, and it continues. So the moment you see price comes from this low to the high, this is where you're trading. This low here is where your actual trades are, and this high here. So the price moves to the upside. Then, because we are here and we're realizing that we are on an uptrend, price would push to the downside. So then it goes up back again. Instead of coming back to the downside and create a double top formation, it then breaks above. It gives us what? A break of structure. So that's basically what you're looking for in terms of this a break of structure. So now the key thing about it, you have your order block. The price went up, came here, and now the question is, which area created the break of structure? This is the area that created the break of structure, this area here. So you have your line here. Now this becomes a strong low. This is no longer a high, it's a break of structure. And the moment this begins to give you a sufficient pullback, then you can know that you are trading between the strong low and weak high. The price would continue coming to the downside, will give us a trend. Remember, I once shared that a run on a higher time frame is a trend on a smaller time frame, given that if on 4 hour we are experiencing this move, break of structure, break of structure, break of structure, break of structure, strong lows, strong lows, strong lows, strong lows. This run here on 15 minutes, this zone, only this area will move like this. Change of character, push to the downside, order block, break of structure, and change of character, order block, break of structure. This zone from here to here, this zone here. This will be your 15 minutes. This will be your 4 hour. So okay, so yeah, that will be break of structure and change of character. So this price will be moving to the upside like that, continuing to the upside, giving us breaker of structures, strong lows, weak highs, and the weak high now becomes a breaker of structure. Then when the price now moved in this manner, we then now realize that it comes to a point where it needs to change. This is where we now get to know about the change of character. Now the nice thing about change of character, I've seen many people failing on spotting proper change of character. Sorry. Simply because they might not really have mastered how it functions. So there's a series of break of structures. So our usual expectations on this is that it's gonna give us an order block. Price comes, taps in, goes to the upside. Then we have again this, that order flow. So in this case, we expect this price here, this price here to come to this zone. Let's delete this. We expect that this price would come down to this area and continue breaking structure, coming back, break structure, like that. But in this case, the price then shoots down, changes character here. Now here's the thing, I've placed two change of characters intentionally so that you can realize that the movements that I usually see on the socials, people saying they are change of characters, they are not yet change of character, they are not yet break of structure, they are still change of character. So in a price where you broke structure, you change to the downside, and you change character here in this area. But instead of just changing character and moving to the upside, to the order block, and continuing to the downside, then price doesn't do that. It comes and breaks again this zone here. There's this double change of character. The only time we will say it's a break of structure is when this price here, let's see this price here, if this price here just breaks structure here, if it only breaks structure here, change character there, then give us this. It goes up there, then come and break structure. This can only be a break of structure. Just a quick one here. This can only be a break of structure if the price moved in this manner. But if the price continued breaking this, it remains as a change of character. The only time we will see a break of structure is when this price comes from here, goes back to the order block. Sorry. This is the only time. This is the only time we will see this as a change of character. As a break of structure. This as a break of structure. When it came, it broke and went back to the upside, then continued to the downside. The only time we'll see a change or a break of structure is when the price is played out in this manner. But if it just continued like this, it remains a change of character. A change of character. Now, I formed this to give us a sound example. So now, this side, we're having a good series of push to the upside, a series of breaker of structure. Only here, then we see price coming down, changing character. Now remember, had it continued to this area and took this one out, it was only a change of character. But in this case, price turned here and went to the upside. Let me actually do this. Price turned from here and went to the upside, then continued to the downside. Now it gives us that this here is a change of character and this is a break of structure, and now a series of breaks of structure, like that. So when you see this price, when you see a breaker of structure, in most cases, what I do in this case, remember my anticipation is that this is still a weak low. It's a weak high. And then this is a strong low. So the moment this strong low is taken out, this remains weak. I'm trading between now. It's no longer between this low and this high. We've broken out of this low. We created a new low. The moment it gives me a significant pullback, then I know I'm trading between this and this. Now this becomes my weak low, then this becomes my strong high. This becomes my strong high. It becomes my strong high. I'm trading between this and this. So whatever I'm doing, it's between this high and this low. The moment this low is broken out, getting a significant pullback, this is the low and this is the high. If you remember very well when I gave the properties and the rules of a trend, you realize that the trend, a bearish trend, should not break highs. It should only break lows. So because it breaks lows, it continues. So a bullish trend should not break lows. It should continue breaking highs. Break of structure to the upside. The moment it breaks a low, now meaning that the price, the bullish movement is no longer there. We are now anticipating for a push to the downside. Then we come, we see this confirmation. Then this is where our entry comes in. To some, entry will be here. It always depends on the type of a trader that you are. So yeah, I hope you guys understand these differences of break of structure and change of character. Let's try to go into the real price. So here, you look at this. I'm just gonna start here. We have a strong low, a strong high. This is a strong high. This is a weak low, which in turn became a breaker of structure. So now we're having a series of break of structures. Now we're having a nice bearish trend. We're having a very nice bearish trend. We're seeing significant break of structures like that, like that. Now this continued to be strong. This continued to be strong highs. Continued being strong highs. Let me rather take this one. Let's say this. Okay, now this one. It continued being strong. Now, here's the thing. We then had our low here. Then it came, the price came and turned here. The moment it turned, we then experienced what? Here. We saw a change of character. This is a simple change of character. This here, it's nothing. It's an internal structure. There's nothing that you can do about it. So this is a nice change of character. They push to the upside. Now this is our strong low. This is our strong low. We are trading in between these two zones. This 1, 2. The price went to the upside, then continued trailing to the downside. And it came, gave us a double top, went to the downside. We don't care about all this price. It's still within the two strong zones. But only the moment where we saw this. Now this became what? Our breaker of structure. Remember, this is our strong low. A change of character happened here. We pushed to the upside, the breaker of structure. Now this becomes our strong low. Now we continue the price. We have again here, just a moment. We have again here a breaker of structure. Now this is between this and this. This became our strong low. This became our strong low. This is our weak high. Now this is the current price. This is the current price. I'm showing you the current price. So should you see this right now, you might have a trading idea for yourself. I'm not gonna go deep into it anyway. So here I can say this is a breaker of structure, but mainly it's more like an internal trade. It's an internal move. So we're having this high here. We're just waiting to see what is really happening on a daily time frame. So now we have our order block here. So here we have this. This is our weak high. Our weak high. So should price break this low, we know that this is a nice change of character to the downside. We'll wait for the price to go to the upside. Should it come at least here or here, then I push to the downside. Let me show you. Now price is here. If it gives us a breaker of structure, comes back here, change of character, a break of structure, then like that, like that. or it continues respecting this. It goes then we know that we are in a continuation. We are in a continuation to the upside. So remember, this will look like this on a smaller time frame, but on a higher time frame it will be simple. Break of structure, like that, like that. So yeah, that's basically that. I hope you guys understood what I'm talking about, between the difference between change of character and a breaker of structure. See you in the next one.